I wanted to do this video for a lot of reasons. I just recently hit 10 months sober, and I feel, rather than wait for a year to do a video about why I became sober, what drew me to become sober, and everything in between, I figured being sober is hard and it takes a lot of guts, and it should be celebrated every single day. So 10 months is a pretty big milestone for me, and probably a lot of other people that are trying to get sober. I mean, I know that even a week, 2 weeks, it's hard, especially in the beginning. And when I first got into recovery, people were always congratulating the people that were in their first year of sobriety with great pride, because it's so difficult. And I still struggle every day, but I feel that it's part of my duty to carry some sort of message and be on this earth and be able to share my experiences in hopes that it might help someone or show someone that it's not impossible to survive. It's not impossible to survive addiction. I got sober June 19th, 2018, and I did go to rehab, but it was a struggle. It was like this huge thing, this big step I needed to take, and how do I even begin this story? It's hard to talk about, to be honest, and it's not always easy to be so open and honest about struggling with something that has such stigma around it. And so in all honesty, I tried to get sober once, and I had a really scary experience where my life was compromised. Everything just kind of flipped, and I went to my first AA meeting with a dear friend who is sober, and he took me, and then I told myself, this isn't for me, and I don't want to be a part of this group. And I saw all the differences, not any of the similarities between these people and myself, and I basically, through my own self-will, was sober for 3 months, and I white-knuckled it, and I felt myself get better. I did. I started to look better, I started to feel better, I had more energy again, but then slowly I started to drink again, and then I started to use drugs again, and it almost spiraled even deeper the second time around, and to the point where I almost lost my job. I was just completely broken and a mess of a person. And then luckily, through the help of some friends and colleagues and people that I was working with, they helped me find a rehab that also helped me figure out how to financially, how to get a scholarship, I guess. It's funny to say a scholarship to rehab, but how to get basically financial aid to pay for it, because rehab's not a cheap thing. And I ended up paying for half of it myself, and my family helped me out because they're supportive, and I'm extremely, extremely lucky. However, when I came back from rehab, I still had so much trouble getting back into real life, and everything was extremely messed up, and I felt still so broken and depressed and very much like a shell of a person. And then I started cycling, and it just gave me this amazing space to sweat and like get all these endorphins and be in a dark room where no one knew who I was and no one knew any of my struggles. And then I slowly started getting really into that and then became a SoulCycle instructor, and I mean, this thing has changed my life. It's such a huge part of me, and I feel so incredibly lucky. And I'm skipping out a lot of the dark parts because I want to focus in this video more about the possibilities and what it is to get to another side of things. I'm not saying I'm on the complete other side, because I still struggle a lot, and I even still have cravings and things, and managing that is tough. But I try to go to meetings, I meditate, I pray every night, I try to keep a serene life and really watch closely like who is involved in my life and what I'm doing and what's around me. And once you identify what is good, then I think you can grow into something good as well. It's so hard to talk about this because it's not easy, and this addiction thing has been maybe my biggest curse, but also a huge blessing because I'm still here, and because I have a lot of life left to live, and I will keep fighting the good fight. That's all for now.